The banquet hall of the State House provided a serene atmosphere for nice exchange of old memories and renewal of bonds of friendship between President Muhammadu Buhari and the visitors comprising his 1972 classmates at the Defense Services Staff College, Wellington, India. At the interactive event which brought back the nostalgia of that period of brotherhood and camaraderie, President Muhammadu Buhari did not lose sight of the fact that he has a covenant with Nigerians towards addressing the fundamental problems confronting the country. He told his guests that the insecurity in the northeast, abduction for ransom in the southeast, and the sabotage of the oil industry in the Niger Delta region are attributable to poverty and unemployment, which the governing APC is now committed to addressing. He said with 60 out of the 64% Nigeria's youth population unemployed is extremely dangerous and promised to clear the problem through the rehabilitation of the ailing industries to create jobs. The delegation was led to the State House by the Indian High Commissioner to Nigeria, Ajampur Ganashyam.
Defense Services Staff College in Wellington. The contribution of this college to Nigeria is it has already trained 66 of your officers. And they have given you two presidents. One of them is current His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari.
The Indians are proud that one of our alumni is taken over as the president. An outstanding person, professionally very sound, extremely honest. And I think your country should be very proud to have such a fine person as president of the country.
I can say with tremendous amount of pride and humility that with your president, I see a tremendous future for your country. I know him as a person who wants to do a tremendous amount of good. And with his kind of intellectual capability and acumen and his experience of life, let me tell you, you are going to emerge as one of the very strongest nations, not only in Africa, but in the world. That with his present drive against corruption, against Boko Haram and the Biafran problem that you are facing, he will be able to surmount all shortcomings and difficulties. We will extend all possible help in as far as our defense cooperation and ties are concerned. And at no point of time we are going to take a step back.
The first meeting between President Muhammadu Buhari and his Indian Defense Staff College schoolmates was during the India-Africa Forum in New Delhi, India last October. From the State House, Adamu Sambo, NTA News.
I didn't know about it.
Excellency President, Commander in Chief, Excellency the High Commissioner. world dinner event hosted by His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I yourself an alumnus. So perhaps the first of this DSSC boasts of laurels, achievements. As a Nigerian, we're proud to say that we are a manifestation.
Thank you, sir.
I would like to present to His Excellency.
Bien, shake your hand. And one more. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir, you've just been hosted to a dinner by President Muhammadu Buhari. I'd like to know what is the essence of your visit and what you have discussed.
Well, President Buhari is an old colleague in that in 1973 he came from Nigeria to do the Defence Services Staff College course. It's one of the most prestigious courses in India. And personally, he was our neighbor, and we were very friendly with him. And I always admired him for his professionalism and for the way that he conducted himself, and also the fact that he rose professionally in the army in Nigeria. And as alumni of the Defence Services Staff College, I must say that we are extremely proud that one of our colleagues is today the President of Nigeria. Now, he was gracious enough to invite us from India to come and meet him here. And tonight we've had an excellent and exquisite buffet dinner. And my apologies, it was a formal sit-down dinner. And the wonderful evening, wonderful company, excellent food. We couldn't have asked for anything better. Thank you.
So how will you describe him as a person?
An outstanding person, professionally very sound, extremely honest. And I think Nigeria is lucky to have him as president.
Thank you very much, sir.
And professionally very sound. So in all aspects, I think Nigeria, the Indians are proud that one of our alumni is taken over as the president. And I think your country should be very proud to have such a fine person as president of the country.
So may we know some of the things you have discussed this evening with the president?
Well, generally we were talking about the state of affairs, both in India and Nigeria, but basically it's centered around our association in the Staff College in Wellington. And we were reviving old memories.
Thank you very much.
Which are very pleasant memories.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Stands for Defence Services Staff College. I belong to DSSC also, but it is Diplomatic Services Staff College.
So let us know some of the essence of the visit to Nigeria.
Well, I must tell you that, we have been working together as soldiers, Indian and Nigerian. Long before you were born and I were born, the soldiers of the two countries fought under the British. And as per statistics that I know, nearly 400,000 Indian and Nigerian soldiers have died during the First and the Second World War for the British Empire. And our relationship continued, and we also were asked to set up the Nigerian Defence Academy in Kaduna. And the first 10-15 years, Indian faculty remained there. If you go to Kaduna now, the statue in front of the administrative building is the first commanding officer, who was Colonel Brigadier Verma, an Indian Army officer. So that's the amount of respect you have for Indian Army. Now, the Defence Services Staff College in Wellington, the contribution of this college to Nigeria is it has already trained 66 of your officers. And now also there are 2 officers who are studying there. And these 66 officers are from the Army, from the Navy and the Air Force and Intelligence. And they have given you 2 presidents. One of them is current His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari, and the other one is Excellency Olusegun Obasanjo. So the relationship is almost like blood relationship. And people who have passed out from there, they think like us. And that makes the camaraderie very close. You see, after 42 years, 3 of them are meeting him. They met him earlier also, but this is the first time they have come to the presidential villa. And between India and Nigeria, we have been independent for 67 years, you have been independent for 55 years. So for 55 years we have been common, we have been together as independent nations. This is the first time Nigeria has taken the initiative, and the President of Nigeria has called the alumni from the DSSC in India. So I was telling the President that you have created a milestone, Excellency, for other people to follow. Those who follow him as President, those in India, they can get a leaf from the President of Nigeria. Because this is an extraordinary thing.
Okay, so now that Nigeria is facing some security challenges, is there anything the Indian government is doing to assist?
Well, it will give you, I will need much more time to give you an answer for this, but suffice it to say, we are working very closely with the defense sector on all the 3 services, both in training and in equipment, and then we are working closely on commercial and economic development with the highest priority given to health sector and agriculture and education. And everybody wants IT, so we have brought in IT also for you. Basically, we are good in creating employment. We need 1 million jobs every month. Somehow we have to create them because those boys are coming out of colleges. We can share that experience with Nigeria.
And in the area of security, what are you doing to support Nigeria fight Boko Haram?
In the area of security, there are Nigerian officers who are getting trained at this moment in India, dealing with the same subject, and there are more who are going to India. And there is also discussion that there may be teams coming from India to work together with Nigeria. Ultimately, I always say that the best person to find a solution to your problem is the one who is inside, because Indian soldiers don't understand Hausa. They don't understand the terrain of Sambisa. We can help, but then we cannot replace you. The real people who will fight for Nigeria are Nigerian. We will train them and we will stand behind them, but we cannot be ahead of them. So that's how it is.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me have this.
You must speak
On this engagement with the President of Nigeria this evening.
I think it was very encouraging, and I think exhilarating experience to have come here. Novel, absolutely, because I think it was an opportunity of a lifetime to come here in fulfillment of our very cherished dreams. As the Commandant of Staff College, I thought it was a very fine opportunity to come here to interact with His Excellency the President and to tell him about the multifaceted transformation which has been undertaken by me at the college and over the past couple of decades after he has left the college. We are on a multifaceted progressional drive with an inexorable quest so as to ensure that the military academic excellence which is taking place in that microcosm of professional wisdom and fountainhead of learning is all pervasive. We have presently 459 officers who are attending the Staff College, and we have 35 officers from 20 foreign countries. We are very proud to have 2 very brilliant officers, that is from the Nigerian Armed Forces, presently attending the course. And they are doing an excellent job, with their intensive curriculum of 45 weeks that is imparted approximately 11 months. Suffice to say that Your Excellency, the President of Nigeria, has had a brilliant past, and the way he has conducted himself in an officer and gentlemanly manner with very high integrity, scrupulousness and righteousness. He has been known, not only him, even your former, that President Obasanjo, who was there. We are extremely proud. In fact, I can say with tremendous amount of pride and humility that with your president, I see a tremendous future for your country. It is not only because we know him, who has been trained at the Defence Services Staff College, but we know him as a person who wants to do a tremendous amount of good in all arenas which are there for Nigeria. And with his kind of intellectual capability and acumen and his experience of life, let me tell you, you are going to emerge as one of the very strongest nations, not only in Africa, but in the world. And I can see your economic progress and multispectral trajectory, which you are going to attain in the next couple of years under his stewardship and leadership. He's a very strong leader. He's a man who understands the person's needs, the amelioration, the youth, the economic targets, the hospitals, the industry. And he's a man who's concerned with the national interests of Nigeria. He's totally dedicated. And I can tell you that with his vision, values and vitality that he has showcased in the retrospect in the past couple of years, he's going to emerge as one of your strongest presidents of all times. And he will take you to the path of progress and prosperity. And lastly, I would also like to tell you that with his present drive against corruption, against Boko Haram and the Biafran problem that we are facing, he will be able to surmount all shortcomings and difficulties. India and Nigeria are very old friends. We will extend all possible help in as far as our defense cooperation and ties are concerned. And at no point of time we are going to take a step back. We will only take giant strides in concert and in cadence with your country to ensure that your military develops a high state of operational readiness, preparedness and effectiveness in all times to come. And also that you attain all your economic objectives that you have outlined for yourself and enunciated for the future years. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have your name, sir.